Hey, welcome to Super Social Club. I'm Jeremy. Today, OCTOMORE 6.3. This is the Islay Barley, bottled at 5 years old, 64% ABV, 258 parts per million phenol content. At the time, this was the highest peated whiskey ever. I paid 170 Canadian dollars for this. Absolutely great price. I'm using my Final Touch whiskey glasses. I'll tell you why these are important when I nose it, taste it, and give it a mark. So these are crystal whiskey glasses by Final Touch, and what makes these so special is how much surface area you're getting at the bottom of the glass. They almost look like a wine decanter. This area is so much more than a regular Glencairn. If you look at a regular Glencairn, you can see the difference. You just get way more surface area here, but you get the same concentration on the opening of the glass. So you're getting all the nose. But for this whiskey, for any cask strength whiskey, I like these ones more because they kind of open up the whiskey a lot more. Like I said, the surface area, the air to whiskey contact is so much more in this glass than it is in Glencairn glass. And this whiskey needs to open up. The thing about OCTOMOREs is they need time to breathe. They need so much time to breathe because they're so potent and so strong. You've heard the expression, let your whiskey breathe 1 minute in the glass for every year in the cask. I hate that rule. I hate that rule because it doesn't apply to so many whiskeys. This is a 5-year-old whiskey. When I first opened it, I let it sit for about 45 minutes, my first pour. And I took about an hour to drink the glass, and my last sip was the best. So that took about an hour and 45 minutes to get to where it should be. And you let this thing go down and it just gets better and better and better. More time, more time, more time. So if you ever hear the expression, leave your whiskey to sit for a minute for every year, that only maybe applies to a small portion of whiskeys. If you're opening a whiskey for the first time, you need to let it breathe way longer. If it's peated, even more so, and if it's cask strength, even more so again. Let's get into the nose here. Oh, absolutely amazing whiskey. The sweetness comes to the forefront here. Like an old-fashioned kind of like hard candy sweetness on this one. Peaches, corn, almost like a buttered corn on the cob. You get lemon, and then you get like these seafood notes. Smoked salmon, oysters, kind of like a saltiness, like a sea air. You get like some farm notes here, like some damp hay, almost like fresh grass. You get like an oakiness here, like a fresh kind of cut wood oakiness as well. Oh, absolutely fantastic. It's rich, bold, in your face. Man, it's crazy. Crazy good. 5 years old. Unbelievable. Palate. Wow. Full-bodied. Huge hit. Charred wood, hickory, you get like mushrooms, that like earthy kind of peatiness to it, hay, you get like some mineral notes, almost kind of like a wet rocks kind of taste to it, grapes, peaches, maybe like a little bit of whipped cream. Just unbelievably good. Finish, super long. I mean, you taste this thing for days and days and days. It's just so good. One of, if not the best peated whiskeys I have ever had in my entire life. It just fits my palate so perfectly. Score, absolutely huge score on this one. 92 out of 100. Value-wise, I paid 170 Canadian dollars for this. These things go nowadays for $275, $300 US on the secondary market. I wish I bought a case when they first came out. I'm going to bump it up a point for value. 93 out of 100. I think that's my highest mark to date with value added. Epic whiskey. This one is the one that they talk about when they talk about OCTOMOREs. Absolutely must have if you're a peat lover. Buy on the secondary if you have to overpay. Do what you can to acquire this bottle. So good, guys. Let me know if you've had the 6.3 and what's your favorite OCTOMORE in the range. I've tried everything from 6.1 to 8.3. I haven't had the 10-year-olds yet, but I've heard they're pretty decent. Looking forward to the new 9s. They're coming out real soon. Appreciate it as always, guys. Have a good one. Cheers.